Oh, that booty shake, I can't. Twice does not half-ass anything. They whole-ass everything. Hello, my lovely, beautiful Claire Bears. It's Elsie. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, and if you are returning, welcome back. I am continuing my journey today through Twice's discography by reacting to the latest album in my journey, which is More and More. I'm getting more and more familiar with Twice. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. Please don't click away. No more spur of the moment puns, I promise. So I'm going to be splitting my reaction into two parts where we're going to start with the first 3 songs on the album, More and More, Oxygen and Firework. And for More and More, we're going to react to the music video and the dance practice today. The More and More... I really did not mean to use that as a pun. Pun not intended. The more and more I do these videos, the more I learn what my limits are and to not push myself. And coming to learn my limits, I just knew that doing this in one sitting would be too much for me. I see other reactors out there and I get so jealous of how much content they can just put out in one day and how much they record in one sitting, but like, I don't know, that's just not me. So I'm trying to be kinder to myself, but I still apologize that this will be broken up in 2 parts. So this first video will come out obviously today, and then the next video in probably about 3 days. But we're here right now to do the first 3 songs, so let's get into it. But before we do, please don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel. For today's beverage of the day, I have a Thirsty Buddha sparkling coconut water in lime flavor. I've had one of these before in a peach mango flavor, and all I could taste was the peach mango and pretty much none of the coconut water. So let's give it a whirl. Okay, definitely more coconut this time. The lime is a lot more subtle, but it's still limey. But let's dive in, friends. We're going to start with the More and More music video first to get a sense of the song and the lyrics, and then watch the dance practice after that to see the choreography a bit more in action. I looked at some of the concept photos when I was trying to decide what to wear for this reaction, and it seemed like it was very dreamy, very ethereal. So I'm curious to see if that gets reflected in the song and in the music video as well. So let's watch More and More. Beautiful. Red hair set. Oh my gosh, the bunny. Holy cow, this is so breathtakingly beautiful. Oh, the pink. Whoever did the set decoration and the styling rays. I like the paisley. It is very much more is more in terms of the style. Oh my gosh. Very fierce. Oh. I tried. Ooh. Is that like Adam and Eve reaching for the apple? Ooh. I love their more dancey tracks, you know? Ooh! That booty shake, I can't. Oh, I'm so excited for the dance practice. Like, I really love all of their like pastel hair colors. I feel like I kind of want to take a closer look. Yeah, I don't know if any of them have black hair. Like, it all looks dark, but I think Chaeyoung, Dahyun, and Chewy all have like a bluish tint to their hair, and then the rest of them have like lighter pastel-y type of colors. And I like the kind of beachy waves that they have going on. It really gives a kind of like laid back vibe to it. And the outfits with the paisley and the boots, it feels very like a boho chic. But yeah, look at this. Look at our hair. Spitting image, right? Ugh, I wish. And it's also an interesting choice for the aesthetic being almost like this dreamlike state, because of the lyrics almost feeling like a reality check. So it's kind of like contrasting in that way, because there's this first element of, you know, I'm gonna be myself. I'm not going to try to please people anymore. I know I want it. I'm not going to try to please you anymore because I deserve it. Even if you dislike me for a moment, I won't worry. And it's almost like this attitude is what's going to bring this person back to them. And there's that fierceness to it, you know, very much shown through like the leopards here. Try to run away from me. No, no. When you open your eyes again, when you start thinking about me, you're gonna be mine again. You're gonna say more, 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 more. And I don't know if potentially something bad is going to happen later in the video, because it seems almost like this part here is a warning, like don't want to stop, more, 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 and more. Almost like overindulging is not necessarily a good thing because of this, you know, imagery with the apple and taking a bite of the apple. So I wonder if it's this feeling is gonna catch up with them in some way. So let's watch and find out. I always love Chaeyoung's makeup. I feel like they play a lot of color with her. I love the ginger hair. Oh. For a second I thought it was a unicorn, but just a regular horse. Ooh. Ooh. Why does this feel like Hunger Games-y? You know, like when they start in the forest in the very first Hunger Games video, there's this clearing and then this big like cornucopia in the middle with those like geometric shapes to it. Obviously this is very much more colorful and fun and less murdery and you know, dystopia-y, but I don't know why. That was the first place my brain went to. I'm so sorry. Oh, the bell bottoms. Yeah, very like 70s. Their outfits in this. Oh. Huh. Oh my gosh. I'm mesmerized by Momo. I'm momerized. That was not very good. Stray cat. I think these white outfits are actually my favorite. Oh, that was so much fun. I feel like TWICE title tracks are always such a bop. Like, they never miss. I could count on my two hands how many TWICE title tracks I've heard at this point. I just feel like every single one that I've heard is fire. And it is interesting to end on this apple with it being bitten, because, you know, this makes sense that there wouldn't necessarily be resolution in this video, and maybe it's coming later in the album with these lyrics like, I'm here to get you, just you wait, don't go too far, come to me again, one more time. But this video and this song and everything very much feels like a total slay, because they're just like owning everything about their power of like, if I want you, then it's over. I wonder what that's like. And then I wonder what the horse means. As a rare or distinguished symbol, a white horse typically bears the hero or god figure in ceremonial roles, or in triumph over negative forces. I guess that tracks in terms of the song, of this idea of you're gonna be mine again, and them being like goddesses in this very colorful universe that they've established, and then, you know, subsequently broken out of. But this Dahyun rap was pretty iconic with lyrics like, I'm naturally selfish, sorry if you didn't know. It feels like she's kind of just being like, sorry, not sorry. Let me first apologize because I want you more. Don't need your opinion, gonna steal your heart. Because just like, it doesn't matter what you think. You'll fall for me. You can't say no. And I'm sure they don't mean it in that way. I'm sure they know consent is important, especially with songs like Do Not Touch. I'm a stray cat today for sure. I'm here to get you, just you wait. Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like these lighter hair shades suit Jungyeon, Mina, and Jihyo so well, but I feel like the blonde is not my favorite on Momo. I feel like the dark hair suits her so much more. I don't know, tell me what you think. But A+ for the ginger on Sana. Obviously, I'm incredibly biased. And I really liked More and More as a song, as a title track. Obviously, it was a bop, like I mentioned. At first, I wasn't 100% sure with just the repetition of more if it was just gonna keep going, but I really loved the transition of that from that pre-chorus into the like instrumental chorus. So obviously I would have to listen to it more and more. Oh no, I broke my promise. I broke my promise about the puns in the intro. But I feel like I would put it maybe middle of the pack for me in terms of the title tracks that I've heard from them so far. It's definitely by no means my least favorite that I've heard, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite either. I really like it. Probably in the middle. But let's get next into the dance practice video. I love a good TWICE dance practice, and I feel like the elements of the choreography that I was paying attention to, there was a lot to pay attention to in the music video. That's why I always say that K-pop is perfect for people like me with inattentive ADHD, because there's just so much stimulation always. So I'm looking forward to paying more attention to the choreography and seeing what else comes up. So let's watch the dance practice. They're all matching. I'm trying to remember how often their outfits have matched from the things I've seen. Ooh. That clap was like forceful. Ooh. Their like hip movements are so hypnotic. Ugh. And the synchronization is just like top notch. Oh my god, I love that chest pop. I feel like TWICE has some of my favorite choreography of any girl group out there. See, this is just so creative, all these different formations. And how they're always like in the perfect position. And I feel like in routines like this, I can't tell who are the lead dancers and who's not. Like they all just kill it. Oh. I like that she has like a teddy bear on her shirt and no one else does. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, that was cool. But like, and it seems like they're all getting their moment in the spotlight in this one, you know? Like the center keeps shifting. Which is hard to do for a group of 9. Oh, that was so fun. Oh my gosh. I actually just cannot believe how much I love TWICE choreography. Actually, you know what? I can't believe it. But like that choreography just looked so difficult. Like by no means am I a professional dancer, but I did a lot of dance when I was young, and you know, it requires so much coordination. And oddly enough, I feel like playing the drums actually really helped me because you are doing different things with your hands than you are with your feet. But even then, I found it really difficult in terms of angles and that sort of thing, where if you're doing something different with your feet, different with your hands, with your head, getting those movements precise, especially when you're with 8 other people. Like the difficulty of that cannot be understated. I feel like this sequence here is a really good example of this. Like the completely different things that they have to be doing with their feet versus their hands versus the rest of their body. Like you really have to have it ingrained in you. And then on top of that, it's not just going through the motions and doing the movement, it's also delivering it and selling it. And being precise with it was always my biggest struggle. I always was told that, you know, you're doing a great job selling it and you have the perfect attitude and you're really performing on your face, but in terms of like the perfect execution of the moves and getting the right angles and that sort of thing was more difficult for me. So when I see people able to do both, like I'm always in awe, especially 9 of them perfectly at the same time. So this was perfection. And there wasn't any one real member that stood out to me again, because I feel like they do such a good job of being a group. That sounds stupid, but you know what I mean, in terms of they just really complement each other so nicely, and it doesn't feel like 1 or 2 of them is the star and everyone else is kind of there. I hope that makes sense. And there's just like people like, what the heck is Elsie talking about? But all right, let's get into our next song here, which is Oxygen. So this is our first B-side off of the album here. And we're going to be using lyric videos from the lovely Zaty Farhani. So with Oxygen, is this going to be like for the last song for More and More? It was about like, you're going to need me so badly. So is with Oxygen, is it maybe going to flip it on its head and be like, I need you so badly. I need you like I need oxygen. I'm curious to see where we go with this now. If that apple, that giving in to temptation has consequences. Her voice is just so gentle. Ooh. Boy, she just nailed that note out of nowhere. Jihyo too. It's very dreamy. I love Jonghyun's voice too. I love all her voices. Ooh. Ooh. Those instrumental vocals, like that combination is really interesting. And I've been listening to Feel Special a lot, and it's kind of interesting because I feel like this song reminds me of Rainbow, which was the first B-side on Feel Special, in terms of that kind of like 90s-ish dance pop vibe and the like house beat of it all, and like the high energy as well. Like it's a very fast pace to the song. Like there are a lot of lyrics, so I kind of miss them. Like without realizing, I mimic your breathing, the kind of feeling that wasn't present before. It's not a momentary illusion. Something certainly is pulling me. I can't stop it. I can't stop it, can't stop it. Whoa, whoa. It's like fiction, a scene like today that I've always dreamed of feeling. The miracle that cannot be fully explained without words. It's fine, even if it's a dream. I feel so high. So this just like love, this kind of excitement that they're feeling is just giving them this feeling of like being high, and like it's a dream come true. Rather than air, you're the one who enables me to breathe. Please stay by my side as long as there's you. Yeah, so we're like really flipping the more and more subject on its head here with Oxygen. But let's keep going with the second verse, see if this continues. I like those cute little chords in the background. They're like ooh, and the little whoop whoop in the background. Yeah, very 90s-ish. So many of their voices in this group are just like so dreamy and lovely and soft and gentle. Feels like this, like a silky blanket, you know? Ooh. Oh. And I like how the instrumental in the background changes with the intensity of the moments, you know? Because the pianos in the background were kind of like during her part, but then during the second verse it was just kind of like ding 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 ding. So I love when instrumentals like that are clever, but I'll go back just a bit. I don't know why this is making me think of like Aqua. I used to love Aqua. They were the first cassette tape I ever got as a kid. Aging myself there. It's so catchy. You can't not do it. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I feel like that 90s house genre of like dance pop is one of my favorites. Obviously not just because of like growing up on it, but some of my favorite artists of all time, like Disclosure, have just like really perfected that 90s house sound. So it makes me really happy that they went in this direction as a group. And even then those moments of being soft and sweet, it still feels like women, you know, and not girls. Like there's that maturity there. And I like too that it's not just, you know, this genre of pop can sometimes be a little bit on the shallower side, especially with the lyrics, but I feel like they have just done such a great job too with having these like beautiful lyrics on top of the instrumental. Like the only starlight that shined in my dark night becomes brighter. When I get tired, I look up at the sky and comfort myself looking at the shining star. Our time that gets deeper over time. The night full of starlight shines on me with every step I take. It's just like, oof, it's just so like ethereal and beautiful. So now I really want to know how we shift gears going into Firework, and this is going to be be the last song of this reaction. And it's really interesting because in a way this aesthetic is reminding me of Egotistic, that era from Mamamoo, which is like one of my favorite Mamamoo songs and eras. So it's just like automatically making me predisposed to like this song, just evoking that like aesthetic. So let's listen to Firework and see where the vibe goes from here. Ooh. I love Chaeyoung's like attitude and all of her parts. That guitar though makes me think of like a J-Lo song or something. I love the like claps as a beat. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Feels like very Latin influenced. Yeah, with that like guitar. And those kind of like marimba type of things too. That was so cute. Oh. Ooh. Oh my gosh, like I will never get over the vocals in Twice. Ooh. Oh. This is like such a cool vibe, this song. The brrrr in the background. I just like can't help but dance to all of Twice's music. Like I can't just sit here, you know? Oh my gosh, already over? I want more. That was such a good song. And again, I'm just like so loving the kind of like 90s throwbacks that the song is giving. Again, like it was evoking J-Lo, so maybe like Shakira as well, like that era of Latin music, you know, like waiting for tonight. Oh. And they really did bring like the heat in this song, not just in terms of like their performance, but also like the lyrics too. The universe in me became clear when I first saw you. You woke up the me that you didn't know. When the sun sets from afar, my feelings for you slowly rise. Like, ooh, that's a good line. Fire in my heart, this foreign feeling. If you feel the same, then don't hesitate. It just like draws you in, this song. Run to me without even having time to breathe, so let me hear it. And the burning light, you looking at me, will you fill me? Desert to the ocean. It just like paints such a picture, you know? Like deeper with your hands. Like, ooh. I don't know about the secret of my destiny, but all of you, it's probably you. I feel like what I'm getting from from Twice's discography so far is that like they go in 100% on everything they do. Like if they like you, they like you. And it's also interesting because we got different like elements. Oxygen felt very light and airy, and then this felt very like hot. So are we gonna get like a watery type of song, or maybe something earth related, something very grounded? I don't know. Other things. I call for you endlessly. Throw away the worries that fill up your abyss. And my heart is too hot. The moment I saw you, my firework has started again. At your breath, I'm born again like a phoenix. So it's bringing the oxygen into it, you know? It's like sparking that fire. You need to blow on something to like ignite it. And not just like a little baby spark. Like my heart beats as if the veins would explode like a supernova. Again, TWICE does not half-ass anything. They whole-ass everything. So yeah, the vibes are immaculate with this album so far, and the B-sides, like, they are giving. It makes me really excited to continue with this album and see what direction we go from here, because it seems like there's so much intensity that is happening here that it feels like we're being set up to be taken down or at least they will be. Especially, I'm not forgetting about that apple at the beginning. They weren't just doing that for no reason. So friends, thank you very much for joining me for part 1 of this reaction. Again, I apologize that I'm not continuing with the rest of this album today, but I will be posting part 2 of my reaction very, very soon. So make sure that you're subscribed so that you'll know as soon as that video gets posted. Because again, I'm really trying to take better care of myself, listen to my instincts, and not overdo it with these reactions, because again, I'm really doing them for fun, not to burn myself out. But I would love to hear your thoughts on the first half of the album. How do you feel about More and More as a title track? Is your favorite song on the album maybe not yet come up yet? Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments. I would love to hear them. But until part 2, I hope that you're doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, enjoying life more and more, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.